Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Hearthstone. Today we're going to be continuing to check out the Journey to Ungoro expansion, this time with a really fun new deck that I've been playing around with today, the Miracle Rogue. You've probably been seeing a little bit of this hanging around as it's a pretty good counter to a lot of the current meta, so let's go ahead and jump in and see what kind of a matchup we get.
Valera versus Anduin.
Alright, we got a Priest. This should be a good amount of fun. This deck actually is pretty darn effective against other control decks, which is nice. In our starting hand here, we don't really need Vile Spine or Edwin or Fan of Knives, though I do want to keep the Questing Adventurer because they can be pretty sweet early game. Now, sometimes you can get a really good early game Edwin combo, like say if I had maybe some more of these in my opening hand, but I prefer to go for the Questing Adventurer just because it's a little bit easier, a little bit lower value for early game control. For now here, though, I am going to throw down Hallucinate just for a turn 1, and I think against a Priest, and with this deck, probably Light Spawn's going to be the best call. And we'll go ahead and end our turn for now. This is a really passive and responsive deck, so there will be turns, especially in the early game, where we're just kind of hanging out and mitigating the stuff he's playing. We're also going to be ignoring targets that are not necessarily relevant to us. I'm thinking about playing this Razor Petal Lasher here, but we could also coin Eviscerate to take it out completely, which I don't really want to do. I mean, I don't really want to waste Eviscerate on a 1/3, so let's just go ahead and lay this down. We get a free Razor Petal out of it, which is nice, and we'll just go ahead and end our turn for now. If we really want to kill that 1/3, then next turn we can just kill it with a weapon in the Razor Petal.
Out of my jungle.
Or, you know, not. That's okay, though. This is why we held on to the Eviscerate, because now we can do something with that. We can, like, Razor Petal the 1/3, Eviscerate the 1/4. Yeah, and then that'll clear his board out. Great. So... boop. Okay, and then boop. It's kind of a shame we're missing out on some potential synergies with Questing Adventurer, but that does happen on occasion here. I would like to hold on to the Shadow Step, even though Razor Petal Lasher is a great target for it, since it generates more combos, but not strictly necessary at the moment. I'd rather use the Shadow Step when either a Questing Adventurer or Edwin can benefit from it. For now, I'm thinking probably just Light Spawn next turn. I don't really see any reason to go too crazy here. Yeah, let's just drop a Light Spawn and we'll go for the face. He's probably going to trade he's probably going to take out the Razor Petal Lasher next turn, but that's okay because we have some other ways to finish him off, unless he heals it, in which case, you know, whatever. If he wants to use a heal on a 1/1, that's fine with me. No, he doesn't. Okay, cool. So we can finish it off with a weapon here this turn. The 5/6 is a little bit troublesome. I'd like to be able to remove it if we could, but I do not see a path to that in our current hand. So, do we want a Questing here? We can Questing coin Mimic Pod, which is pretty good. But he'll be able to just bop our Questing Adventurer with his Draconid Operative. Let's see. 1, 2, it'll be a 3. It'd be a 3/4. No, it'd only be a 4/4, so he'd get an equitable trade there. Alternatively, we could backstab and then trade away our Light Spawn, which wouldn't be too bad. We have more control for other times in the deck. Let's Questing, backstab, make the trade, and then Mimic Pod.
Give me a chance, you silly.
Boop. Coin. He would have been a 4/4, but still. And a pair of Eviscerates. Nice! We'll go ahead and end our turn. Now, I don't expect Questing Adventurer to actually survive this turn, but it's a decent target, and we've made it a little more difficult to remove. Unless, of course, he wants to death it. But I've been seeing less Shadow Word deaths. It seems like maybe one a deck nowadays. I don't often see a playset. Looks like he's on the fence about how to remove it. No, he's just gonna go aggressive. Interesting. What the heck was that all about? Oh, I guess that puts it within... No, I have no idea why he did that. But that's okay. This gets 1 attack for each other card in his hand. We'll sap that. Let's see here. We can't really do any crazy combos at the moment. Oh, I don't even want to sap it, actually. I'd rather eviscerate it, which we also can't afford to do. This is a weird hand. God, I almost want to sap it just so... I wish I could sap it so that I could eviscerate it, but I can't. I could Shadow Step Questing Adventure, which would be really stupid. And anything else we play is going to kind of bankrupt us. So let's just sap for now. That's okay. We'll just delay the inevitable a little bit here. And we'll take a weapon. And this is a priest, though, so I'm not really going to bother wasting eviscerates on him directly. I'll hold on to these for control for later. It's always nice to have some spare control just waiting on deck. I'm hoping he's going to continue having difficulty removing our questing adventurer here. Generally, we can get pretty good value from these if he doesn't have direct removal. Now, a 3/8 taunt we can actually deal with if we can draw a spell that we can play. Interesting. Very interesting. This is kind of tough, so, because I'd really like to get the full value of the eviscerate so I can double remove these, but I really don't want to Shadow Step my questing adventurer, because he's going to lose all of his buffs. We could Edwin... We could Edwin and Shadow Step him. That actually wouldn't be that bad. It would make it easier to set up a combo later. Oh, wait, could we... Edwin is 3. Shadow Step is going to reduce him to 1. Shit. So we couldn't replay him. That would be a cool combo. You know, we could also just let him have 1 turn to take a swing at this guy. He's not going to be able to remove him anyways. Maybe just drop an Arcane Giant and then refresh our weapon. I don't want to waste my combos prematurely. Oh, although we could just Shadow Step the Arcane Giant and then tag this guy out. I didn't think about that. I'm going to do that. I know it's kind of a waste of a combo, but it lets us remove the taunt out right here. And, I mean, an 8/4 isn't going to be, I don't think, any easier for a priest to remove unless he wants to, like, circle a healing combo. I don't know how he's going to deal 4 damage. More likely he'll just remove it outright. Now 2 damage is a bit more feasible, but that 4/8 is going to suffer. Haha, yes! We will just Arcane Giant, Vilespine Slayer. Value Town! You're welcome? Question mark? Does he have like a Dragonfire potion? Even if he does, I'm not too worried, but... Huh? Well, if he does have a Dragonfire, I'd be kind of surprised now. Oh, this card. Glimmerroot is a cool card, but I can't think of a single situation in which... Why did he destroy his own minion? Does this guy know it's all over? Yeah, he's forfeiting. Okay, cool. Thank you. So yeah, this is Miracle Rogue, and we didn't even really get a miracle there. I mean, we kind of did with our questing adventurer, but I don't know. I'm pretty thrilled with how that went. I hope you guys are too. If so, please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below so that I know. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you next time.